This GeForce Now Thursday, we have a total of 10 games that we'll be taking a look at in today's video, but we also have a perfect gift for the holiday season for the cloud gamer in your life. So let's dive right in and get to it. To kick things off, we're going to be talking about the brand new physical NVIDIA GeForce Now gift cards that are available for a limited time. These are $50 gift cards that will be delivered in a special GeForce Now holiday gift box. Whoever ends up redeeming the code will have the option of 3 months of RTX 3080 membership or 6 months of priority membership. Both options give access to the over 1,400 games that are available on GeForce Now, with over 100 free-to-play titles to play instantly. Now, I do need to point out that this run of gift cards is strictly for the North American region at this time. Honestly, a really cool way to give the gift of cloud gaming in a physical format, but just in case you rather have the digital code, you can still buy the gift cards digitally. But now let's get to the games arriving this week, and we're going to kick things off by taking a look at the Unliving, which is a new release available over on Steam. In it, you'll raise the dead as a fearsome necromancer in the dark world of the Unliving, where you have to lead your undead armies into the endless fight in a roguelite action RPG. You'll get to turn any foe into an ally by raising them back from their dead state and then using them to unlock the powers and secrets of necromancy. You can expect some pretty epic boss fights where they each have their own unique fighting style and set of abilities, but do expect to fall and die in battle and rise again, because you'll have to learn from each mistake you make to not repeat it again. Following that, we have A Little to the Left, which is described as a cozy puzzle game that has you sort, stack, and organize household items into pleasing arrangements. Just be aware that while doing this, you're gonna have to keep an eye out for that cat with an inclination of chaos who's looking to ruin it all. The game features over 75 unique logical puzzles, quick to solve puzzles for satisfying gameplay, intuitive drag and drop controls, multiple solutions for the puzzles, and a unique puzzle delivered each day with the daily tidy delivery. Definitely the type of game for a casual puzzle fan. Following that, we have a brand new release coming to the Epic Games Store that's gonna be free to claim for a week, and it's called Alba, a Wildlife Adventure. This comes from the BAFTA award-winning studio behind Monument Valley and Assemble with Care. In it, you'll be joining Alba as she visits her grandparents on a Mediterranean island where she is ready for a peaceful summer of wildlife exploration with her friend Ines. But when she sees an animal in danger, she realizes she needs to do something about it. It's described as a feel-good game about running around and doing good deeds. The developers themselves call it a chilectathon, a term that I gotta say, I quite like. Following that, we're taking a look at Shadow Tactics: Blades of the Shogun, which is also going to be available for free this week on the Epic Games Store. It's a hardcore tactical stealth game set in Japan around the Edo period. A new shogun seizes power over Japan and enforces nationwide peace. To do this, he recruits 5 specialists with extraordinary skills for assassination, sabotage, and espionage. This is actually a fantastic game if you haven't played it yet and you're into strategy and stealth action games. And getting it for free on the Epic Games Store while streaming it through GeForce Now is a fantastic way to enjoy it. Up next is Yum Cookstar, a new release available on Steam. In this title, you'll get to stir, fry, chop, and bake your way through over 70 unique recipes that include dishes like rainbow waffles, unicorn smoothies, and sushi burritos. You'll be doing all of this for a cooking competition hosted by Chef Yum. It definitely seems like a family-friendly game that can speak to all ages. Now we're taking a look at Guns, Gore, and Cannoli 2, which revives the good old action platform running gun genre. This time full of a bunch of humor and buckets of blown off body parts. The game features upgraded character mobility, a full-on campaign mode packed with action, humor, and animated cutscenes, an immersive world and period, and full online and local co-op. You can play with up to 4 players against hordes of Nazis, zombies, monsters, gangsters, cops, soldiers, tanks, submarines, and so much more. Next up, we have Heads Will Roll: Downfall, which is available on Steam, and it's a combination of tactical role-playing game and visual novel in which you will assume the role of a medieval soldier. The game is free to play and features a combat system, a story, a romance system, a crafting system, a huge arsenal of weapons to use, as well as a reputation system. It's a role-playing game, so you're going to have plenty of choices to make and a lot of consequences to face. I will point out that the game does have mostly positive review scores over on Steam. Following that, we have Hidden Through Time, where you'll get to embark on a colorful hand-drawn journey of discovery through the ages. It's a hidden object game that features a colorful and very welcoming art style, but what sticks out to me is that the game includes its own map editor that's available to anyone, where you can create your very own levels and share them around. Because of that very reason alone, if you're into hidden object games, this one definitely seems like there's going to be a lot for you to actually play. Following that, we have The Legend of Tianding, which is a side-scrolling action game about Liu Tianding, the legendary Taiwanese folk hero. You'll be exploring the dazzling streets of colonial Japanese Taiwan in the early 20th century. Honestly, if you're into these style of games, I would highly recommend you go check this one out. It's actually getting a lot of buzz online right now and is sitting at an overwhelmingly positive review score on Steam with over 1,800 reviews. I've played it myself already and I can tell you that it features some great and addictive gameplay that's both fun, easy to learn, but hard to master. The game features leaderboards, a boss rush mode, as well as 4K support and 120 frames per second, which is perfect for the 3080 tier. But now moving on to the last game being added this week, we have Railgrade. It's a management sim about using railways to transport resources and power industry on an off-world colony. It's set to feature effortless construction tools to create efficient supply chains, customizable trains, and a whole lot of management decisions you have to do to control the flow of resource production. Definitely a game for the management sim heads out there. And with that, we've wrapped up all the games coming to GeForce Now this week. Now, as for my thoughts on this week's editions, I can't say I'm too excited for the games. That said, I will recommend The Legend of Tianding, and there are 2 free games for us to claim on the Epic Games Store, which is always great. Let me know your thoughts on the lineup down in the comments section below. And if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful at all, be sure to hit that like button as it really helps the channel out. And if you're wanting more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. And as always, thank you for watching the video. This has been the Virtual Cloud, giving you the latest and greatest on everything cloud gaming related, and until next time, I'll catch you in the clouds.